Hi guys, hello, I'm back.
Explosions!
Thank you for the follow, Expandrew. I appreciate that. By the way, my name is Natalie, and I'm a BunnyGirlVtuber. I'm a half bunny and half human, so I specialize in RP. I'm a variety streamer, and I mostly like specialize in RPG and like simulators, also FPS, RTS. I mean, so I mostly like play Genshin Impact, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout series of course, and um, lately I'm into Stalker right now, and I think like I'm playing like sometimes retro, so I'm also a retro gamer and I mostly play Magic the Gathering Arena. So welcome to the stream. This is a chill stream. I will just react. It's not only infographic that I'm going to watch is prank videos. So I'm going to share a really funny prank videos to you guys. You would love this because it might look disgusting, but still, actually in real life, I want to like pull this shit, but I might get shot or stabbed or being punched on the head. So yeah, let's
A
continue on
war has
this.
been going on for billions of years that breeds well-armed monsters who struggle with other monsters for survival. Having no particular interest in us, most of them are relatively harmless, as our immune systems deal with their weapons easily. But there
Um,
are exceptions. Naglaria fowleri is an amoeba that has not only developed a deadly taste for human brains, but is also
I
a match
think
for our defenses
okay.
and stars in dramatic headlines. What happens when this monster enters your body?
I do remember that there is like a brain-eating parasites that can turn you into that can turn you into a fucking zombie. I think,
Naglaria fowleri is an
but
amoeba,
it's not really a
a
zombie, but
microbe
more
with
of
a nucleus,
a
one of the smallest
equivalent
life
of the
forms on
rabies. I
Earth.
forgot the name.
It is a voracious hunter of bacteria and other critters that it devours whole and rips into pieces. Like many amoebae,
Oh
it is able
shit.
to transform into different stages that help it survive. But most of the time, Naglaria fowleri is in its trophozoite stage, during which it looks like a squishy blob with tiny arms, and hunts, divides, and thrives.
So the
Its
question
natural home
here
is in
is
fresh
that
water, ponds,
how
rivers, lakes,
what
and
do you
hot
call
springs.
this?
But unfortunately, it also feels happy
What
in
is the side
pipes,
effect of this
swimming
shit?
pools,
That's a
fountains, or
problem.
spas when they're not properly treated. The warmer the water, the more it thrives and multiplies. So in the summer, when humans seek to cool off and enjoy themselves,
So
the
yeah, by the way,
chances are finest that
expand
both
Drew.
species will
So how are you
interact.
today? I just need to
Because
like
this makes
lower
it hard to
the
avoid, millions of people regularly have contact with
volume
the
because
amoeba,
I
especially
cannot
in
even like
warmer
hear my
climates, and
voice.
many
My
people even seem to
I'm
have
using a
antibodies
noise
against it.
canceling headset
And
that
this
is
is
like
mostly okay.
having a
You can
bass.
even swallow it without consequences. Things turn bad when people
No.
dive or swim in water contaminated with the amoeba and water splashes high up into their noses.
Ugh.
In a single drop of lake water, there are millions of viruses, bacteria,
So
and
you
amoebae, and that
so
is
this
already a big
documentary
deal.
telling me that I
But
shouldn't
Naglaria
bathe
fowleri is
in
different.
like hot
Let's
springs
zoom into the
or
nose of an
rivers
unsuspecting
because I do
victim
remember
enjoying
that
a
I
great
do
summer
that.
day and see what happens. First of all, the amoeba doesn't really want to be inside your nose, as it's not really looking for trouble. It just wants to eat a few bacteria.
Okay.
Instead, it's greeted by your natural defenses. Unfortunately for humans, Naglaria fowleri happens to be exceptionally good at generally flying under the
Okay, so there is like
radar of your immune system. For
there is a
example, the
buffer.
inside of your nose is covered by mucosa, a slime filled with chemicals that
So
kill
this is
or
why
stun
we get
possible
the
invaders
boogers.
or alert immune cells. But Naglaria fowleri is not particularly bothered by them and instead calmly checks out the scenery, mildly annoyed about the whole ordeal.
Okay.
Now, if you
Yeah.
are unlucky, the tiny critter stumbles over something that actually sparks its interest: nerve cells. Your
So
nose is filled with a large network of olfactory nerve cells that pick up molecules from the outside and transmit their information to your olfactory bulb, the center of smell in your brain. To
okay,
do
just to explain. So here's the thing. The reason why we can like smell properly is because we do have like nerves inside our nose. I think it's like somewhere on the bridge of our noses that can like detect shit. But just to be honest, is that there is like less than 1%, okay, less than 1% of human beings that what do you call this, have really good smell that is like equivalent of like animals. It's just like really rare, okay? That you don't expect that you can like smell things. So the only thing that we can take we have like advantage over other animals is that when we eat, we can smell shit. Okay, I'm not saying that we can like literally smell shit. What I mean is that we can like smell the food. Okay, sorry for my language. So we can smell the food when we eat. So I think this is one of the good things that we have of advantage over the humans because what one of my observation when I'm like eating with other stray animals is that if they're like eating something spoiled or something like that, and they're like way too hungry, they should have like reacted first by smelling it, but they didn't care. They just like ate it because first of all, if we as humans, if you're like going to eat something that is like spoiled or rotten, and of course we can smell it while chewing it because our mouth nervous system and our nose is kind of like a little bit connected on this. And another thing is that when it comes to like let's say animals, is that they have like a better smell senses than us, is because that they are evolved to detect something like good example of this is like dogs. There is like certain dogs that is like hounds that if you're like going to ask me, not all dogs have like an equal what do you call this that really good has a really good sense of smelling. I do notice that certain breeds, but hunting dogs, hounds, and etc. do have that. They have like really good smell detection that even you, if you're like way too fucking far away, they can like sense you. And unlike in the video games, the certain dogs that, example, there is like guard dog, they can just detect you nearby. But from what I observe, other dogs can detect you from blocks away. No shit, I'm not kidding about that. I did notice that shit. And even like our old dog, he died actually, and I don't know. He just like detected me somewhere like outside. He's just like inside this house. I don't know. He might be able to smell it, and I didn't even like say anything. He's just like barking. I don't know why he just like knows me that I'm on the fucking gate, right? So yeah, I'm just like sharing a story that about dogs. Okay. Um, yeah. Let's continue. I'm interested. What is the side effect of this bacteria if I mean amoeba, if it reaches to our like nasal nervous system? Let's
Do
see.
their job. These cells
So yeah,
talk to
get
each other
used
by
to my
releasing
side
various
comments,
messenger
but I want to
chemicals
like pause it
and
because it's
recognizing them
hard to like
via
talk
specific
if there's like
receptors.
if
One of the
someone is
most
like talking to
important
me.
of these chemicals is acetylcholine. Through
Hmm.
sheer evolutionary bad luck, Naegleria fowleri happens to have receptors that recognize acetylcholine. And it seems to attract them irresistibly, a little like moths that are attracted by light. So
Well,
as your
that is like
olfactory nerve
insect
cells do their
instincts.
job, using plenty of acetylcholine to talk to the brain, Naegleria fowleri enters your tissue. It
Ugh.
seems to follow the chemical signals upstream. Neutrophils, crazy suicide warriors, begin to attack the amoebae. Individually, they have no chance against them, as the invaders are large and pretty buff fighters, used to dealing with tough enemies. So the defenders swarm the intruders and kill them either by vomiting chemicals that punch holes into
Mm.
them or by literally ripping parts of them off and devouring them. But the Naegleria fowleri train is still on track,
Okay,
and
I need
while
to
the
like lower the
neutrophil
volume
attacks
because
slowly deaden, they continue to follow the olfactory
I need to
nerves
like
to their final
side comment on
destination.
this.
Your
By the
brain.
way, I did notice
This
that
process can
one
take
of
between 1
my
and 9
ex
days,
teacher on
and you'll probably
science
not
did point
notice
out,
anything during
and
that
even
time.
my
Until the amoeba reach the olfactory
some
bulb, the
doctors
sensory
did.
smell and entry.
Okay, some doctors did tell me. I think one of them are my friends. Is that I need to point this out. Here's the thing. Our white blood cells are fucking useless when it comes to like living organisms that is like aside from like, well, virus is not living organisms, but bacteria and viruses, and yes, our immune system can detect that and fight that off. But amoeba or let's say parasites, no way. We can just like puke it or let's say have a diarrhea on it, but aside from that, no, we don't have any defenses even with the fucking parasites. That's the problem of us. And this is why, yeah, this is why when it comes to like this kind of amoeba, this there is a reason why if you're going to drink from a lake or let's say river or let's say other water sources that is like coming from the well, you need to like treat the water first with purification tablets, boiling it, or let's say purification machine. Because first of all, there is like different kinds of amoeba, or let's say it's not amoeba but parasites that can kill you. Okay, so yeah, our body sucks at defending against other kinds of parasites, especially if you like consume an insect that can harm you. I think some parasites I do count that as an insect. Good example is a tapeworm, or let's say oh shit, like pinworms, you know. And yes, what I'm saying right now is kind of like disgusting. I don't really recommend while you're eating, but still I would just like to point it out that we don't have much defenses against it unless you take a medicine that can force you to vomit that. Okay? And it can make you sick because, of course, parasites means that it's like being a squatter inside your body, and it's like getting all your nutrition, making your immune system like what you call this go on full red alert, but it's not fighting it off, and some people do die on that. Okay, and add bacteria or let's say viruses in that equation, well, basically you're fucked because you're going to die. Okay, because most of the bacteria, most of your immune system is focused on that parasite, but actually it's carrying some bacteria also on that, and you're dead because they're not prioritizing their defenses on the certain pathogens that can kill you. Continue.
To your brain. Your brain cells are nothing more than helpless victims, and they all release that wonderful acetylcholine.
It's
The
like a
mammalian
drug to this
family initiates a massacre
amoeba.
and releases an onslaught of various attack molecules. Some of them are basically little bombs that rip holes into your cells on contact so their pieces can be eagerly consumed. But the
Shit.
barrier fowlery is now
Mm.
multiplying, and it's also becoming really creepy. In a feeding frenzy, it can develop up to a dozen suckers called food cups that look like giant, eerie mouths. The amoebae engage your brain cells, suck them in, and rip large
So
bites
I'm
out of them
wondering
while
what
they're
is like
still
the event
alive.
if
Now
effect if
things
you're
can
like going
escalate
to be
quickly,
infected
and the
with that shit.
disease that will kill you sets in. Alerted by the massacre, millions of immune cells, neutrophils, eosinophils, and microglias invade the infected
Hold on, I
tissue.
just need to like
Which
reload
is a
my
problem.
vape.
Your immune system is dangerous and not exactly a careful fighter. It's like
So
burning down a
basically, it's a
forest to
friendly fire
kill the
scenario.
wolves inside it. A really bad idea in the brain. They waste no time and
So this is
attention,
why being
using all
infected
the weapons
sometimes is a
available
bad
to them, from
idea.
chemicals to trying to eat them alive.
And even it happened
Neutrophils
to like
explode themselves to break
on
barriers
COVID
spiked with
victims.
deadly chemicals. If the
Actually, the
misfiring
most
ensues,
most of the
the
time that
glaria
kills
fowlery will
the COVID
actually
victim
fight
is
back,
not the virus.
itself
Actually, it's
attacking
your
and killing
body.
many
It's
immune
consuming
cells.
itself.
The immune system now throws everything it has at the invader, but in vain. The complement system, tiny protein bombs that can kill intruders on their own, are easily disabled.
Shit.
Antibodies, usually one of your
Hold on.
superweapons, are just destroyed or swallowed. A high fever that usually slows enemies down does nothing, as the amoeba actually thrives in the heat. All the while, the amoebae continue to multiply, fight, and devour your brain cells. A disastrous chain reaction is taking place. One major thing your immune cells do when they fight is to cause inflammation, which directs
Yep,
large
that's
amounts of
correct.
fluid
This is
from your
why we get
bloodstream into the
fever, we
site of
get
infection.
swelling when we
So,
get
as the
sick.
battle rages on without a clear winner, more and more fluid enters the brain. At this point, the human will feel symptoms that quickly escalate. It all begins pretty vaguely: a headache, fever, nausea, and vomiting.
That's kind of common
As the virus spreads rapidly through the
side
brain,
effect if we're
serious
going to be
symptoms
get
appear,
infected by
from
anything.
confusion inability to concentrate to fatigue, seizures, and
Of course,
hallucinations.
because you're like
The brain
your
swells up
brain is being
massively
destroyed by
because swelling
parasites
consumes
and
the
your
bones
by your immune
surrounding it.
system.
So it compresses and disables the brainstem that controls things like breathing. Usually within a week, the patient dies. Up to 97% of the patients infected by the amoeba share this fate. In almost all cases, by the time an infection
But
by Naegleria fowleri is recognized, the disastrous battle for
hi Maya, welcome to the stream. So I'm watching some infographic about some certain amoeba. So yeah, how are you today? Okay, I need to like clarify on this one. So yeah, since I need to like pause it. Okay, the reason why we die from COVID, I did like some people die on COVID. Okay, I need to discuss this because this is an infographic and this is like the serious moment that I want to discuss things instead of like gaming or let's say fucking around. Fucking around is later, guys. Yes, thank you for the ambush hugs. I'm watching amoeba that can like destroy your brain. It's just like I cannot believe this shit is that it dodges your immune system and not to mention makes your immune system do some friendly fire against your brain. And fuck, you're going to die on this shit. Oh yeah, thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to hydrate right now. So yeah, I need to like clarify on this topic, okay? The reason why some people do die from COVID, okay? Actually, the reason why people die from COVID is pneumonia. Okay, you do if you don't have like underlying symptoms, that is like example heart disease, stroke, or etc. Pneumonia will kill you. Why? Okay, I'm going to explain this shit. First of all, our immune system is really reckless when it comes to like fighting off invaders. So the problem here in this topic is that this amoeba is immune from getting destroyed by white blood cells or let's say white blood cells. So basically if they attack the amoeba it doesn't do shit and it consumes them. That's the problem. And if you're going to like they're getting consumed, the body goes desperate to the point that it's attacking everything, and most of the time by the time that it's on the that amoeba is on our brain, it's a really dangerous battle scenario that it can like hit anything that can destroy our brain cells. And remember, if you like paying attention on high school science, okay, I need to bring this up that if your like brain cells get destroyed, you cannot grow it back unless you're like somewhere under 18. Okay, because first of all, under 18 is like you're still growing, you're still a kid. So basically, your brain is developing. Okay, but if it got destroyed by above 18, you're fucked. Basically, lifelong disability because of this shit. And this kind of amoeba, you can encounter it by drinking from lakes and rivers. Okay, I'm just going to expand it. You don't need to like to swim on that. You you can just like get it by drinking from dirty water resources. And second is if you're going to swim on it and you accidentally snort it out the water or let's say drank from it by swimming on it because you drowned or something, yeah, basically you're fucked on this. And not to mention, I need to like restate this again that amoeba and parasites is what you call this is kind of immune against our immune system. I need to be honest with you guys, so be careful when you're drinking from random water resources that is not clean, because the only thing that our body can fight is like few viruses, only few viruses, okay, not all viruses, and most bacteria, okay. Parasites out of the question. Why? We need to when it comes to parasites, you need a medicine for that. So what kind of medicine? So example, if you got a tapeworm, you need some like something like that can force you to vomit the tapeworm, right? So our immune system doesn't destroy that. That's the problem because they are like a different living creatures. I would understand if it is a bacteria because our body is programmed to fight bacteria, viruses, but amoebas, worms, No, no, fuck no. It doesn't work. And in fact, in real life, I watch it is that other people in Africa did get what you call this. Other people in Africa did get infected with parasites. I think it's like a botfly or maggots. We don't have fucking defenses on that. And yes, you're not even like rotting and you got like consumed by a fucking maggot. Well, yeah, but I'm going to share it to you guys, but I'm way more into science, and not to mention that I get like highest grade in high school when it comes to science because that topic really interests me so much. I don't really like the as much as I'm good at mathematics right now. I'm not really into that because I hate like theoretical stuff. Okay, I prefer the practical part of the let's say subjects, and not to mention this is really applicable. Yeah, the reason why I didn't choose medical is because first is that I'm going to share it to you guys. It's expensive. My parents cannot afford it that time. We're not really rich, okay? And second is that we don't have scholarship here. I mean, the emperor, you know, Philippines, right? Um, we don't have student loan. We don't have like scholarship is really hard to get, especially that time. I'm not really a good student. Okay, one of the laziest fucks in real life. So I got stuck in IT. At least I'm a computer doctor.
For the brain is
By the way, guys, Warhawk, thank you for the hugs and how are you today? Also, the Emperor. It's not only me that I'm talking, also you guys.
already so far along that there is almost nothing to be done. Not only do we currently not have effective treatments, there are also an abundance of open questions about how an amoeba that usually enjoys its life in open water is able to overcome
Okay, this is
conditions
the thing
so
that
effectively.
I'm discussing earlier.
So, how worried do you need to be about this horrifying killer amoeba? Well, to
All
be fair,
amoebas are dangerous.
while the Naegleria fowleri is clearly extremely deadly and the infection truly horrible, there have only been a few hundred cases in the last few decades. You are way more likely to drown in a pool than to get infected. Not only does the amoeba need to be flushed high up your nose, it also needs to get a good grip, and it also has to make its way through the first lines of your defenses. Ultimately, Naegleria fowleri is neither evil nor a huge public
A big,
health risk.
well,
It
because
simply means
most
some
of
have to figure
the
out how
let's
to
say
deal with
public
it.
pools have
We still have so much to learn
are
about it,
treated with
and
chlorine
until we
already.
find a way to treat it, Naegleria
But
fowleri
still,
will
you
continue
I
to be
don't really
displayed
recommend
in
to go
horrifying
into
filth,
dirty water and
treating in
swim
puddles
there.
and
Okay.
lakes and sometimes pools, usually for bacteria, and very occasionally for people.
See, this is what I'm saying. If the water sources is really dirty and you swim,
It's
if
me,
you like swim
your
on that,
existential
or let's
dread.
say,
Um, okay.
I'm here to make you question your own existence and everything you hold dear.
what the fuck is this
Could
shit?
you not please?
Too late. Just look at all these amazing posters full of humbling visualizations, like the
You're
scale
good.
of the
Okay,
universe.
let's
Look
find other
how
topics
huge it is and how
because
small you are. Look at
it
the
doesn't make
education
sense
edition.
that there is
Now it
like
dives deep into the history of evolution or all the
this is
others I
getting
could
weird, you
invent
know.
to make you feel bad for all the stuff
This
you
is fucking
don't
weird for
know.
me.
Or look at this one. It glows in the dark.
God damn it.
Dread. These
My
do make
browser
me
is
feel
like
potential.
hanging.
They do fill me with excitement and awe about
Okay,
how amazing the universe is.
going to
And
like,
I love
okay.
learning. And look how pretty they are.
Alright,
Ah!
so
I
climate
can't resist the
change.
presence of
Oh,
water.
diseases. Okay, this is the one that I'm a little bit interested with is because it's kind of like
In
a
the
little
year
bit
1040,
common to our country. Um, Here's the thing, okay? Okay, I'm going to share. In Philippines, even if we have like a polio vaccine, it's not really equally distributed, especially if you're like in a province and what do you call this? If you're like living in the province, basically the medical services there are either non-existent or let's say really low to the point that some of our governors or let's say mayors here are really corrupt. Sign up gaps is little part, then we react. It's little bit late. Actually, that speaking of which, so that amoeba earlier is it's not really that threat. Actually, okay, I need to clarify. I said before, good example is the COVID. Um, the reason why we die is because the our immune system get overloaded and our body is not really careful when it comes to like fighting invaders. And imagine this: if you're like in an army and example you're defending a country and basically you're just like trying to uh, defend it, right? And you don't have like a discipline to like distinguish friendly and foes. Basically, you will accidentally shoot your fellow countrymen or let's say soldiers or civilians because of that shit. So our immune system is no different from undisciplined fighters. Okay, the problem is that only one fourth of our immune system is really good at defending shit, but remaining like two-thirds or I say three-fourths, yeah, I wouldn't say that they're really good at fighting defenses. That's where medicine comes from. Okay? Medicine, drugs, okay? Pharmaceutical drugs, of course, that the one you snort is because those kind of chemicals or let's say biological components will control your immune system in a right way. So basically, the medicine of ours is like a commander, a competent commander. Okay, I need to like simplify this shit to you guys. Uh, Medicines are on our bodies competent commanders, competent officers to lead our body defenses to not consume our organs or let's say cells. Because without medicine, okay, without that, without any input from our modern science. I didn't visit the Quezon yet, okay, but there is like certain provinces that I visit. It's kind of like a little bit as backward example. I would say Iligan City, okay. I live in City last time. Sure, it's developed province city, but still there are like parts of it, especially that I backpacked last time. I'm going like to share this to you and they don't have like a clean water. To get a clean water, you need to like wake up, disturb the landlady to get a free water that is like purified. You need to like get in 3 a.m. in the morning to wake someone up. And most of the time, the people that I'm sleeping with, they are like workers from a certain restaurant there. Shit, they're like literally drinking from what do you call this? From a faucet. And the problem is that it's not well maintained to the point that when I drank that like within the same day, and I think like somewhere like 4 a.m. on my end after while I'm sleeping, yeah, I have like a fucking diarrhea and vomiting. I got a weird poisoning from that. And good thing that it lasted 2 days, but damn, it's not really enjoyable experience if you're like backpacking. So this is the one of the things. Good thing that my body is kind of like immune to that because I got infected several times. And yes, uh, I'm a weakling when it comes to like, you know, I'm really weak. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm weak. Like, oh, you're weak. No, what I'm saying is that yeah, I cannot handle tap water unless it's boiled. Okay, if it's boiled, like I can use it for coffee and etc. And yes, I can handle that. But if you're like going to ask me to drink from the tap water directly, make I want to make sure that the filters there is like a filter device there that can filter some like bacteria, viruses, or amoeba. And yes, I can drink from that, which I did that last time. But without that, I'm fucked because first of all, even with chlorine, some of bacteria can still live there. Second is that chemicals. I'm sensitive to chemicals, so there's like shitloads of chemicals there that makes my body react. Sometimes I hallucinate, and no shit, I just like drank a Manila water from a faucet. I'm starting to hallucinate bad that time, and I didn't even notify because first of all in Philippines mental health is kind of like taboo in our country, so you're aware of that, right? So yeah, it kind of sucks that I'm just like dealing with hallucination. In that time, I don't have antipsychotics, etc. I'm just dealing with shit that I'm seeing that time, and it's not really fun. Especially that at that time, I think my dad is like scolding me and saying shit to me, and suddenly I'm having nightmares while awake. That is not really cool, you know. Okay, I'm going to continue this.
Byzantine Emperor Basil II defeated the Bulgarian army and captured 15,000 prisoners. He could have killed them, but he had a different idea. He
Oh,
wanted
that
to
is so
weaken his
sadistic.
opponents for decades to come. So he ordered that 99 out of every 100 prisoners be blinded.
We don't have what do you call
150
this?
spared had to guide the rest back home, forcing their communities to care for them for the rest of their lives.
Oh, that is so
Today,
sadistic.
humans
Okay, I'm going to continue this later. Okay. Yeah, Philips. The problem with the water filter is that my parents doesn't want me to buy it actually. So we actually I would prefer the purified water that is like 20 pesos each per gallon. Okay, I prefer that. But still, the real reason why is that we don't have space on our faucet, and it's really hard to install actually. I don't really want to like invest to the cost on that. Yeah, we have like 50, I think 30 gallons of water inside the house. So I don't think it's really necessary right now. But if I'm going to travel, and yes, this is really necessary. Okay, I'm going to continue this shit. Ask your mates. No, I'm living with my mom right now. So yeah, I did ask about that, but they disagreed. It's kind of like they don't want that device near the water faucet, and all we are like using a one water faucet. Actually, the last time that I used is like somewhere in the province, is somewhere like there's like a two faucets that's dedicated for that.
are subject to an attack just as cynical as this by a league of supervillains called NTDs.
What the fuck is NTD?
1 in 7 humans on the planet suffers from one or more NTDs, more than the entire population of Europe. They do unimaginable damage. By crippling countless people, they destroy billions of dollars in income each year, weaken communities, and
Ooh,
slow progress. What are these monsters straight out of a horror movie, seeking to wreak havoc on our species?
but this is a bacteria and diseases. You know, yep. And by the way,
NTDs infect a vast range of different parasites such as worms, amoeba, bacteria, or viruses. The symptoms they cause
actually,
are fast
I'm
asthmatas
starting to think
and usually
that
the stuff of nightmares.
if
Some, like
guys,
hookworms,
just to bring this up, if COVID is not widespread and didn't become a pandemic and it's not on the news, I would say COVID can become NTD too. Yeah, because it started from China too, and um, yeah, it can be counted as one. But since it's well known, so it doesn't count anymore. But still, uh, you know, when it comes to like warfare, okay, it's not the bombs, it's not the guns, it's not the tanks that is really effective. You know, the reason why people are panicking right now, especially in China, is that COVID is no joke actually. Never example, it's not COVID, but different viruses and bacteria that caused pandemic in the past, like Spanish flu and such. It's because they are way more effective than conventional weapons. And if you're like going to like release it within the city, yeah, basically you're going to cause more damage in long term. I mean, sure, it's not instant. Nobody will die instantly. Like, I'm going to die. No, doesn't. It is not that. You will wait for like 1 day, 2 days, 24 hours, 12 hours. Sure, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Sometimes like I prefer this kind of discussion because I'm not always right, okay, guys. If you're like if you're like way more knowledgeable, you have right to correct me because I even on my job, If I don't know something and I said something wrong, I would acknowledge. It's about like marriage. Sure, I mean continue. What do you want to discuss about marriage? Okay, I'm just going to continue the video because let's
Complete
discuss that
everybody's
about
brains and bodies for nutrition,
on my
stay alive,
actual
and
just
repair
chatting, okay?
intelligence.
Because I want to like
Some
react on this
NTDs
first.
cause blindness as a
Don't
result
forget
of
that,
awful eye
okay?
infections.
Because we will
Other
discuss certain
parasites
things
confine
after this.
patients to bed for months and damage internal organs,
They're just
often threatening
exaggerating
lifestyles
the
drastically.
diseases. Like
Yet others cause
the only thing
horrible
that I don't like
consequences
about
that lead
this
to
is that
social
they're
stigma,
like making
like
it like
victim shame and
mutants or
unemployment.
something.
There are also a few that are incredibly agonizing. They cause continuous itching or horrible pain. In
Eh.
fact, let's introduce you to one of them, dracunculiasis. If you accidentally drink water infected by it, you won't notice anything for a year, until one day you suddenly see a blister on your leg.
That
The
is so
worm leaks
disgusting.
out of the skin to release new larvae. The only way to remove it is to slowly put it out of your leg, centimeter by centimeter, over the course of several weeks, because dracunculiasis is now up to a meter long.
If you're
All
going to
we
peel
do is
that,
kill
you
such
might destroy
parasites
some
with
tissue.
fire. That's why we declared war on them, pleading to eradicate most of them by 2020, and we tried doing that very hard. In 1985, there were 3.5 million
Three,
cases of dracunculiasis all over the world.
three
In
mil.
2015, there were
Holy shit,
22.
that is way too
We
many.
killed 99.999% of these little monsters. It will be the first parasite we eradicate for good very soon. So
Oh
even if
yeah,
you don't hear the big headlines like Ebola
it
did,
might be
it's
related to this, but it's not the same parasite. Okay, guys. I'm going to like, restate what I said earlier. Guys, since you're here, so are you familiar with botflies or mango worms? Okay, I'm just going to write it down. Mango worms. I don't want to and what do you call this, to show it to you guys here, okay? Because first of all, it's disgusting. Second, I might violate Twitch TOS. But I want you guys to check it out because I will just state it. Mango worms and botflies are maggots, okay? And make sure that you don't eat right now. And it's a maggots. It's kind of common in Africa or South America that people got infected by that shit, even human beings. Even if you're like you don't have like what do you call this, mm, wounds or let's say rotting parts, you will still get that and you will not notice that over weeks and months, and you will just notice that something is like crawling underneath on your skin, or let's say something like something some of the maggots will come out on your nose, parts of your eyes or ears, or let's say mouth, and suddenly they will just like dig through your skin. And I saw one of the videos, they're like operating on someone or let's say extracting that shit. Oh shit, that is so fucking painful. Most of the time, animals did get infected by that parasite, okay? But actually, also humans, and I don't know, it's just like, it's not really disgusting, but even I'm imagining myself in that scenario. Botfly, yeah, fucking botfly. And those maggots, guys, this is not ordinary maggots that consume dead organisms. Okay, that is a different maggot. Those kind of maggots, you can use it for like treating diabetes and such. Those are useful maggots. This kind of maggot is parasite, and they can grow. That is like size of what do you call this? A cover of a hand sanitizer. And if you're like going to pull that out and it's like latch on your tissue or skin, that is so fucking painful. And yes, they are latching from a living tissue, not dead tissue. And I did see a dog that got infected by it. It's like yelping when you're like pulling it out because it's like trying to pull out some like thorns or barbs from your body, or digging a bullet from your body. That is so painful, and you need a fucking anesthesia for that, and you need to disinfect that. And the wounds from it that you cut or let's say pull out from the hose is fucking huge. And imagine that if you're going to put some betadine on it or let's say alcohol, yeah, you will scream in pain. Basically, they just like destroy your skin and tissue. I'm just like sharing it to you. This is why digging something from your skin, regardless if it's a shrapnel, a wood, a bullet, or something, it's fucking painful. I did manage to do that. I did pull out some metal from my leg last time because I did some accidents on the rooftop. I didn't inform my mom, but I'm limping that time. It's so fucking painful, guys. I would recommend guys go to the doctor if you don't you better know how to like disinfect and add some anesthesia to yourself, like drinking some alcohol or something.
Actually, amazing things have happened when it comes to NTDs. All NTDs have one thing in common. They preferably attack humans who live in the most isolated communities and who are least able to defend themselves.
Well,
There are
basically
cases of 500
unsanitary
living in a
condition.
stealth facility with no roads anywhere. So even
Yep,
if a remedy
exactly.
is available, what if it means going on a
Well,
cliff to
actually,
get
I'm
to their
lucky because
bases?
it's like fat that cut
This
through
called
from
for an
my
attack
leg,
using brute
so I'm
force.
good. I
To
can
stamp
still
down
walk.
NTDs once and for all, what's
It's
been done
fat
with
because
most
that time because
equipment
I'm a
in the
fat
human
ass, to be
history has gone
honest.
unmatched in scale.
I would admit I'm a fat ass that time.
Organizations from all fields are working together right now to eliminate 10 of these NTDs forever.
I don't know if it's like
Ironically,
I want to
every
like share the
NTD is in
video to
fact
you
preventable
guys
or treatable,
via live
but
stream,
most of them can
but
only be
I
controlled by
might get
giving medicine
cancelled or
to
let's
every
say
person
get
in
punished by
all
Twitch, so I
high-risk
don't really
areas.
want to risk that.
That means millions and millions of doses of medicine, often for several NTDs at a time over the course of years, in countries where there is no
Actually, if you
infrastructure.
get infected by
Governments
botflies
and
or
health organizations
parasites,
just
it's
couldn't
really
do that by
recommended to like drink
themselves.
some medicine that can
Here,
cause you to
humanity
vomit.
got an opportunity to show off what the industrialized production of medicine can achieve. The pharma industry stepped in to distribute the necessary drugs for free and promised to keep doing it until those 10 diseases are gone. By 2020, nearly $18 billion worth of drugs
Ah,
had been
okay.
distributed, the largest.
Okay, I'm going to explain to you guys. I don't know why this channel is like exaggerating shit, but actually, even it's not only this one. Even the SCP, even the History Channel, yeah, they're like exaggerating most of the shit. But actually, they can just like because first of all, it's appeal. Okay, imagine that if I'm going to stream about diseases and I'm going to explain that these diseases do does it that or this. I mean, sure you can imagine shit, but let's look at the content creators point. Okay, first of all, nobody will watch this shit to be honest without graphics, right? Would you watch documentary that is like all talk? Even I would have zero patience for that. Okay, so I'm just bringing it up to you, the emperor. Okay, the about that stuff. So it's no different from streaming. Okay, this is why even on my streaming, I decided to like if I'm doing some inventory management, I'm going to do it before streaming or let's say off streaming because it's so fucking boring to I'm going to share, okay? It's off topic, but it's got somehow related to content creation. Is that it took me like 2 hours or 3 hours to manage my Fallout inventory. 2 hours, 3 hours, just to like sell shit and repair things and grab some items. I'm not kidding about that. This is why it worsens my sickness because I feel sick since like Friday or Thursday, I think.
Drug
I'm still
coalition the world
okay.
has ever
I'm
seen.
okay right now, but still,
They
I'm
also
still
help to
feeling
make
the
sure the
effect.
drugs actually get to where they're needed. In 2015 alone, these treatments reached over 850 million
That's
people,
good. At least
more
there
than
is a
the population of
progress.
the EU and the US combined. Bad things
And
happening generates
remember,
evidence.
even if in
Hundreds of
US
millions of
and
people are
Europe,
becoming
not
extremely
all of the
exposed to
countries
diseases
there
where an
are developed.
unprecedented
And
active
some of it is
cooperation
like
doesn't.
third world countries. Okay,
Stories like this one are not told often enough.
Warhawk, correct me if
Companies
I'm
all the
wrong.
time,
USA is like
moving humanity closer to a future with
combination of
no
states.
suffering.
States is also a
So,
mini
if
country,
you or one of your
and
friends are in need of
not all of
uplifting
it
news,
is
share
really
this video
developed,
with them.
right?
We, as a species, really can do great things with no other motivation than to help each other.
So
It's good to remember
basically,
that from
it's
time
kind of
to
like
time.
stereotype that yeah,
This video
US
was
or
made
let's say
possible in
Europe
part by a
is
grant
all
from the Bill
good.
and Melinda Gates Foundation and your support on patreon.com.
It's all good,
If you
right?
want to help
Like
us make more
first
videos,
world,
you can do so here.
Not all of the
If
countries
you're
in the
disappointed
world
by the lack
is
of
a first
disturbing
world
facts in
country.
this
Okay,
video, here's a playlist
I mean
called
like
The End
going
of
to like
Everything.
I'm going to tell you guys, but I have like misconception in Russia last time that oh they're a powerful country, they're rich because they have oil, they have gas. But because of this Ukraine and Russia war, I would say guys no. And I did realize that their state, okay, their state is way worse than Philippines. At least on Philippines, you have like a good stuff here, right? I mean, sure, we have corruption, we have like certain stuff that is like what do you call this? We take for granted. Yes, right. See, Warhawk. Warhawk is from USA, and I know USA is different states. I said before, states equals mini countries. You just like slap USA stamp on it, but actually it's like made up of different countries. Okay, this is why other people did refer to it like if you're like going to say USA, so what state? Okay, that's one of the things that one of the people would ask you a question because most of the people right now is aware that you guys are not united. It's no different from Philippines. We don't have unity. Even like different governor sectors here, like districts or let's say cities, we are like different countries. You know, it doesn't feel like Philippines at all in our end. It's just like, dude, you're like living in a fucking other country if you're going outside Manila. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. It doesn't feel like a Philippines at all. You're like good example. Okay, I'm going to share a story. Some of my coworkers are living in Malaysia or Singapore, and they showed me some like pictures or videos of their, especially Indonesia, of their the places they live, what is their house, etc. I saw the shit. I really saw the shit that oh, it's no different from the Philippines. One of my mods named Wendigo. Okay, if you know Wendigo or Warhawk, okay, I'm going to share this shit. He showed me his house, and I'm just wondering, oh, it's no different from Philippines. Gated community. Yep, it's gated. It looks like your typical Philippines suburbs. Doesn't There is no difference. I'm confused. Like he he is like living here or not, but actually he's like living in Mexico. And you would realize that oh shit, regardless of like you're going to different countries, you would feel the same. It's I realize that since I'm talking with you guys, you're international, most of you. I Actually the conception of like other countries are great. No, actually no. In fact, I have like a friends from US, Europe, Japan, China before streaming. They told me that yeah, they visited the country. It's no different from their country. I don't have appeal right now to travel a country. The reason why I want to travel is because of the food. That's it. Food and landmarks. Aside from that, no. Because if you're like going to like stay to the houses, suburbs or apartments, there is like no difference at all from here to there. So I'm not like one of the ass backwards people that it's unique or different. I don't believe on that shit, to be honest. The only thing that I can say unique would be Alaska or Canada, right? Because it has snow and the structures there are way different. But if you're not going to ask me, no way. I'm not interested much in traveling. So let's check the immune system because we're like talking about bacteria.
The human immune
You
system
know
is
what?
the
I'm
most
happy that we're
complex
like discussing
biological
something
system we
right now.
know after the human brain, and yet most of us never learn how it works
Okay,
or what it is.
this expands
Your immune system
what
consists of
I
hundreds of tiny and two
explained
large
earlier.
organs. It has its own transport network spread throughout your body. Every day, it makes hundreds of
Because they're
billions
a
of fresh
child,
cells
we can
organized
forgive
like an
child,
army of
okay? But we
soldiers,
are talking about
engineers,
adults.
intelligence
Adults
officers,
that they should
happy
like,
weapons, and
they have
crazy
like access to
suicide bombers.
internet. I mean,
It's
dude, you can just like get
sophisticated
some
and
mobile
straightforward.
data and
Your immune
research,
system
right?
is you.
Researching shit
Your
doesn't take
biology projecting you
you
from the billions of
like
microorganisms
what,
that want to
50
consume you and
pesos,
from your
100
own
pesos,
defensive
100
cells
pesos
that
take
turn into
$2
cancer.
in our
It's
country.
so manifold that it's impossible to
Two
cover it
fucking
in one
dollars.
video, so we'll make a series looking at different aspects of it. Today, what happens when your body is
The only thing
invaded
that
and
I'm
your
annoyed,
first lines
okay?
of defenses
I'm
are
annoyed is
engaged in
that
a fight
our
for
fellow
life and
countrymen,
death?
the emperor, is that they have like concept that what you call this, if let's say if you're like American, you're rich. I'm annoyed if
It's been a normal
I
day
hear that
when
shit most of
suddenly
the time.
the world
And
explodes
good thing
and
that
destruction rips the
we have
sky
like
open.
some
Countless alien
expats
life
here
forms
that is
invade,
like
ready to destroy
living in this
cities
country,
and
and they
infrastructure
realize,
and
oh,
even
they're like
civilians.
poor,
Or
also
this is what
poor,
your cells
right?
experience.
They're like eating in
You image your
carinderia.
bleeding thumb
Carinderia
pictured on a
is like
cut on the
eatery of
baby
ours that
twig
is
in
like
the park.
local and
How
open
amusing.
area.
But inside the
So
wound, a
yeah,
horrible
but
catastrophe has
years
happened.
ago,
There are
because
dead
there's
cells,
like less
blood, and dirt
expats.
everywhere. Even worse, countless
Yes, that's
bacteria
true.
invade the
There are like
living
few
caverns
people right
between your
now
helpless
having
cells
that
to explore their new
expectation
home,
versus like
steal your
past few years
resources,
ago that I
and pollute
experienced.
everywhere. Immediately,
Even like I
the
don't believe
first
that shit
stage
that
of your defense kicks in.
American rich. No,
The
no,
cells that
no, no,
survived
no.
the impact or were
Because
hurt
some of my
go out
relatives are
scream
living
in
in
panic,
America,
releasing an
Europe, and they
onslaught
are
of chemical
saying
alarm
that
signals that
I think
awaken
the
your
only
immune system.
positive thing that
The
they
first
said
cells
is
to show up
Germany.
are macrophages.
But if you're like going
If
to
your
ask me
average
that if
cell were
they're
the
like living
size
in
of a human,
California,
a macrophage would be the
no,
size of a big
actually no,
rhino.
it's
A
not
stomach
really
cell,
true.
in
In
principle.
fact,
But you
the
wouldn't want to
living there
invade
is
it.
like really high. Even like
Bacteria
Warhawk can
do
vouch for
ignore
that.
them.
Warhawk, right? What
Within
I'm saying is
seconds,
true.
the large cells attack
The
and
standards
begin
of
killing
living
them
is a little bit
without mercy.
expensive, and
They
you don't
stretch
have
out
like enough
parts like the mind of an octopus and grab
money because
bacteria to
first
swallow
of
them
all is
whole
that I
and
did talk
digest them
with,
alive.
I think
A
like you on,
macrophage can eat
by the way,
100 bacteria
I just need
before
to
it's
like,
exhausted.
I need to stop this first. You, remember that Warhawk that I don't know if we're paying attention on QAn's server on Discord, and we're talking about salary that time, and I cannot believe that my salary is way higher than QAn. No shit, I'm not kidding you guys. And that kind of pay, you're living in dollar rate, and you need to buy from dollar rate. You will, you know, at least what do I call this? Actually, not really successful, but most of my relatives there are well educated and well off. They're like because we have like a stereotype that if you're like OFW, okay, if you're like fucking OFW, basically you're like a maid or something. But actually, no. Most of us are like doctors. Some of us are engineers, IT, and most of my relatives there are literally accountants. Some of them are lawyer, so yeah, they are living good life. Oh yeah, some of them are like co-CEO or something. So actually, it's kind of unfair to compare them to our standard, especially common people that is not on the management position, okay, or let's say having a good career. But they see like fair to get the job faster. Well, yes. The only thing that I did notice that it's kind of easy to get job there. Okay, especially that their tipping system. You didn't see, neither confirm deny. Okay, I'm going to share. So on general chat on Q and server, we are talking about the cost. Okay, expenses. I do remember that, and she just shared to me about her dollar worth of salary as I think she's like attending from the music store, right? And I was surprised that my salary is a little bit higher than hers. And I'm living in the fucking Philippines. I'm supposed to have like lower salary. And but still I did notice that in US on your country is that you're paying by dollars and you lose more money than pay let's say putting it on the current exchange rate and doing the same stuff in the Philippines, that you buy this, you buy that. The problem here is that the reason why I brought it up is that I'm wondering why does she buy? PC parts more than me. So I'm wondering why, and we're discussing about it. Maybe it's just like on my end, it's just like I'm reckless on my spending. This is why I lose money, or let's say I have like less savings than hers. But still, yeah, I just like realize, the salary there is not really that great unless you get tips, which is why Mixie Moon, one of the VTubers here, okay. Hi Jack, welcome to the stream. Um, One of the VTubers I know, and she's like my VTuber spouse. I would like to say it is that the reason why she gets a lots of money because I think like waitress services and you get tips, right? More tips, more overtime. Of course, you can get some good stuff. Here in the Philippines, the emperor. I'm just going to be honest with this shit. Is that most of the Filipinos don't tip at all. That's the only thing. Okay, and that's kind of unfair. Although that's true. Speaking in Germany, we should work for 5 years to live a life to be safe from expedition. So, like, they will take rations from their hometown. Well, that's somehow true, and this is why one of my aunts living in Germany is having a great comment on that versus like other relatives from America. Yep, sorry guys, I'm saying the truth, okay? And I'm being fair because I'm saying shit to my country sometime earlier, okay?
But
So yeah, I'm
perhaps you remember the
really
reason, so the
realistic when
macrophages call
uh,
for reinforcements.
discussing
In your
things.
blood, hundreds of thousands of neutrophils
So
pick up
it's-
their signals and move to the battlefield. Neutrophils are intense suicide warriors
So basically, they're
dedicated
like
to killing. They're
kamikaze
so
troops.
enthusiastic about killing that they kill themselves a few days after birth so they don't have time to accidentally destroy your body from the inside. As soon as neutrophils arrive, they begin vomiting deadly chemicals at
Okay.
bacteria or
Hmm.
devour them.
How are you, by the way,
They are
Jack?
so careless in their attacks that they are causing real damage to your own
See, this is
cells.
what.
And
Okay, okay.
natural damage is
This
not.
one. See, this is the one that I'm saying, but I forgot the name. So this is the one that is like really reckless. It's related to the amoeba earlier. This is why if this stuff reaches your brain cell, you're fucked. Basically, some of the deaths that I did notice is that it's not COVID also, but yeah, COVID also other things that what do you call this that triggers some swelling in the brain is that once infection reaches your brain, some doctors did say to me that yeah, you're fucked, you're dead. Basically, you will going to die. I'm not kidding about that. So this is the exact shit. This is why this is really dangerous. It's okay if it's like way under your on your brain, on your head. But if the infection reaches you on your head, you will die, and your chance to live is like less than 10% or 5% at least. Yes, we need to like know the internal factors first before we judge. Exactly. This is why you need to like ask your foreign friends or let's say etc. It's because okay, first of all, news are biased. That's the point. Oh yeah, sure you can just like take care of yourself, okay? Next, let's see here.
Their concern now, or ever. Some neutrophils go so far to push their suicide button and explode, casting wide and toxic nets made from their own DNA filled with deadly
This is
chemicals
why if
to
I'm going
trap
to like
and
get
kill
infected,
bacteria.
I would not prefer to
Sometimes they can continue fighting
I
after
would
that,
see the doctor
even though they're
immediately,
sort of dead
especially if I
already.
have like
This is
a
how much fun
fever
they
that
have
reaches
killing.
like 150
While the
Fahrenheit.
battle rages, your blood vessels let fluid stream into the battlefield like a dam opening up towards a valley. You notice this as inflammation. Your thumb swells up a little and gets
Yes,
red and yellow.
exactly. This is the one that
If fluid brings the
we get
silent
if we
killer
get
into the
sick.
battle zone, millions of complement proteins,
Just
the
checking
sort of
something on my
automated
left
liquid
screen.
weapon that stuns and kills bacteria by ripping holes into them.
Community,
We made a
follow
whole video
release.
explaining them in detail.
Yep.
We're reaching a crossroad now. If things go well, your first line of defense kills the invaders quickly. But sometimes the enemies are too strong and would overwhelm your defense
Good
protection,
example,
which makes it
amoeba
certain
and
death
other
to you
stuff
or someone.
earlier. That is like
This is the power
parasites,
of the
especially the
dendritic cell,
viruses.
your immune
Viruses, it's
system's
not easy to kill
intelligence
when it
officer.
comes to
While your
immune
soldiers were
system.
bashing in heads, it was collecting samples by ripping bacteria into tiny parts and covering itself in it. Like a soldier decorating itself in the guts of a dead enemy. The cell
Nice,
leaves the
nice
battlefield
comparison.
and enters
Nice
the
comparison.
superhighway of your immune system that connects all your tissues with your immune headquarters, your lymph nodes. The dendritic cell coming from the battlefield is looking
After
for
this,
opportunities
I will
to
decide to like
discover
react
the
with certain
all-purpose
shows.
command
So
cell
guys,
within your immune body.
we will
But
react
not
some
any
prank
helper
videos,
T
and I will
cell,
let
one that
you
happens to
to
have
choose
just the
two
right
videos
weapon
for
for the
me. I will
bacteria
react
that
on it.
infected
Okay.
your wound. So it goes around and rubs itself, still covered in bacteria parts, against every helper T cell it meets. Most T cells are a bit disgusted and not interested, but after a few hours, something clicks.
Okay.
A helper T cell recognizes the bacteria parts.
See, this is
This
why we
cell
get
is
a
the weapon that's
vaccines,
needed right now. The dendritic
antigens.
cell is overjoyed and activates the helper T cell. Okay, wait. How come your
Hmm?
immune system has a cell that has a weapon against the specific bacteria that infected you?
I will expand on this
Well,
after he
your immune
explained.
system has a perfect weapon against every possible disease in the universe, against the Black Death, the coronavirus, or an infection that will emerge in 100 years on Mars. We'll talk about this a bit more in the next video because it's very complex. So for now, just know that you have billions
I
of
will just
unique
summarize
helper
it
T
before we
cells
watch,
that each
but I
have
want to like
weapons
watch
against
some
every possible
prank
enemy.
videos right now because
After the
this
right
that
T
is so
cell is
fucking funny, to be
activated,
honest here.
your second line of defense awakes and rises like a teenager that needs to get up on a school
Yes.
day, very slowly.
Can I
Your heavy
increase the volume?
weapons are
Sure.
incredibly
But I
effective,
don't really want to
but
increase
they're
the
not
volume because I
fast.
cannot even hear my
The
voice.
activated helper T cell begins to clone itself over
Okay,
and
is
over
this
again.
okay for you?
1 becomes 2, 2 become 4, until there are thousands of them. Now they split into 2 groups. The first group quickly moves to help out your soldiers. At the battlefield, things are getting out of hand. A tired macrophage is ready to give up. After fighting for days, it just wants to go to sleep, like many of its buddies have done already. But now the helper T cells arrive. One of them comes to the tired macrophage and whispers something using special chemical signals.
Okay.
In a heartbeat, the demoralized soldier feels fresh again.
I think there
But
is
there's
like
something
a
else.
anime that
A
is like
hot,
related to this
white
shit.
anger. The macrophage knows
He became a
what it
fucking
needs
Doom
to
guy.
do. Kill. Invigorated, it throws itself against the enemies once again. All over the battlefield,
Yes,
this
I've
begins
seen
to
the
happen.
anime, but I didn't
Meanwhile,
fully
the
watch
second
it
group
yet.
of helper T cells was working on
Only parts
activating
of it.
another line
I
of
forgot the
defense.
name,
B
but can you
cells,
give me the
your
name?
antibody factories.
Yes.
Antibodies are protein
Actually,
superweapons that
another
look like tiny crabs with 2 pincers to grab enemies.
another
Just like the
show
helper
that
T
I do
cells, there
remember
are B
is
cells in your body that are able to make just the right
I forgot the
antibodies for
name.
every
Ozzy and
possible
Rix.
enemy.
Okay, this
And
is
the
an
helper
old
T cell
cartoon.
is looking for exactly these
And
B cells.
Rix.
After
It's
a day or
similar to
two,
this shit.
the right B cell
And
is
I would
found
recommend you
and
guys
begins
if
to
you
clone
like
itself.
got a copy,
As soon as enough clones
watch
have been
that.
made,
In fact,
each
I
B cell
will
begins
want to
pumping
like
out up to
watch it
2,000
from the
antibodies
general
per
chat, and I'm
second.
going to share
About
it
a
to
week
you
after you injured
because I
yourself
cannot miss
and
it, and
bacteria invaded,
I'm
your
deciding to like
second line of defense
I want to like
finally
fucking
arrives
watch
in
it
full
actually.
force. The tiny army begins to saturate the battlefield, pinching and stunning desperate bacteria. The antibodies clump them together and make them unable to move or fight, while your soldiers massacre the defenseless victims. The tide is turning
I will show you
fast.
the
As the last
cells
enemies
at
are
work.
cleaned up, your soldiers
Oh
realize
god,
they
I
are no
remember
longer
that
needed
now.
and begin
Thank
to
you.
kill
I will
themselves to save
fucking watch it.
resources.
Maybe like do
But
some
not all
movie
of
time
them.
with you
A
guys.
few helper T
I
cells
think like
remain
after
and
next
turn
week.
into memory cells.
Okay,
They
after
will
next
guard
week,
the
I
tissue
will
for
do some
years,
to
making
stream
sure the
because
same
I will
bacteria
like try
will
to
never
improve
again
the
gain a
Fallout
foothold here.
and
Similarly,
or let's
a
say
few
break
B
down my
cells will stay
streaming
alive
schedule.
and keep producing a low amount of
I
antibodies,
will try
making
to
you immune against this bacteria,
mod my
maybe for
Fallout
the rest
again
of your
and
life.
Stalker
One
improve
day
the
you wake up
experience.
and notice that the wound has grown
Yep.
over and left
No,
nothing but a faint red
not on
mark.
Twitch,
You were
but on
completely
my
unaware
Discord
of the
channel
drama your cells had to deal
and
with.
Discord server. So I will
For
just
you,
like
the whole ordeal was a slight annoyance.
you
While
know
for
bonding
millions of
time,
cells,
that kind of
it was a
stuff.
desperate fight for life and death.
that kind of stuff,
But
right?
this is just the beginning of the epic story that unfolds inside you
Let's
every
see.
day and is told in full in Immune, a journey into the mysterious system that keeps you alive, written by Philip Detmer, the founder and
Who is
head
Philip?
writer of Kurzgesagt. The book is a beautifully illustrated deep dive into the immune system, the most important thing you don't know enough about that will forever change how you think about your body. Written to be as simple and fun as possible, it's been an ongoing passion project for almost a decade because the immune system is just about the most amazing and fascinating topic there is. So go on a journey and get to know your own body, from mystery organs, murder universities, to the largest library in the universe. Explore how incredibly vast your immune system is and how it actually works, how it fights enemies from cancer to HIV or just the flu.
HIV.
Learn how you can
HIV is
boost it
not
and
it's
if
not
that's
easy to
actually a
cure,
good
huh?
idea.
I'm just going to
The book will
share
be
it to
out
you
in 6
guys.
weeks and it would
It's
mean the
not really
world to
easy to
us
cure.
and Philip if you could pre-order it. Pre-ordering is super important in the world of books, and in contrast to games, we can guarantee that it's actually finished and there will be no
Why?
day
Because
one
I would like to
patch.
explain it to you
There's a
guys.
link in the description.
First of all,
This
we
is the
don't have
end of a
a cure
decade-long personal journey,
cure to
and we'd
it
love
yet,
to see
but there
what
is
you
like a
think.
advances in
Thank you
research
for watching.
to what you call this eliminate AIDS and HIV. And the problem here is that it's really incurable. And I do have like an ex coworker from Africa that has like AIDS, and I will not say his name here, but damn, it's really hard to manage, especially that if there is like COVID right now and you got it at the same time. Basically, it's a death sentence. So this is why when it comes to like immunity, example, we're going to expand what he said. Okay, summary. The antigens are, let's say, antibodies. You will only get that if you get infected once. But the problem here is that you're like trying to gamble your life without vaccine. So I would recommend you guys to fucking vaccinate at least. I'm not I will I disagree with the conspiracy theory is that when it comes to vaccines, I mean, sure, there are like bad vaccine side effects, but there are like certain vaccines that you really need. Example for the COVID is that your body needs antibodies antibodies for that, so that the white blood cells can detect, okay, can detect the incoming viruses, so that they can like kill it. Because without the antibodies, especially that you got infected once, how about like watching that anime in Discord, streaming, not showing the anime but talking about it? Who needs can watch in Discord with you? The problem is that nobody will watch that I'm talking about the anime. It's just like being an announcer, that kind of stuff. I would prefer to do it like on Discord. Just join me, and just don't spoil. Okay, it's like watching a movie time with your friends, and somebody will say, "Oh, this will happen on the next." I will not allow that. I might kick someone off if someone like spoiling some fun. Okay, next is this is really really funny prank. Okay, I need to like urinate first. Okay, I just need to like take a pee. Okay, be right back for a moment. Okay, I'm done urinating. Okay, so actually, I don't know if you know this prankster. So his name is like Nutella Prank. Uh, I like this fucking episode. I'm being honest with you guys, but about Bongbong Marcos, yeah, I do know that. I did like side comment on that. But let's discuss it like after two prank videos, okay? And because I want to discuss something, certain things with you guys. Okay, so okay, I need to like prepare myself because I might lose my breath or voice because of this because this is so funny as fuck to be honest. Uh, okay, okay. Ah, Nat, you need to condition yourself. Condition, fight, 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 fight. Okay, now, this one first. This is well until okay. I'll just max the volume. Okay, I'm just going to max the volume right now. Okay, sorry.
Man, I'm about to put your ass on work stop, boy.
Yo, what up, guys? My name is Book of Ken, and you guys asked for it, so I finally brought it. Wiping shit on people, part 3. But there's a twist. Today, it's gonna be a little bit different. The roles are about to be switched. Literally. I'm not asking
Oh
for
god,
it.
I want to pull
They
this
are.
shit in real life.
It's not gonna get right. Gotta go meet the
Oh,
bitch in a
it's
little
a
bit,
bathroom,
he'll
so
be
nobody
back.
will risk that.
Did she DM me back? Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Sorry,
Hey,
I'm
man,
laughing
you sure
right
you
now
got
because
some toilet paper? Cause this shit is empty over here, partner.
Yeah, I'll hook you up, man. Alright.
I hook
Yeah, just
you
put your
up,
hand on me,
man.
bro. Wait, but help me out, man. What's like 9 plus 10, do you know?
21?
You
21.
stupid.
Stupid!
Fuck is this? Oh
What the
my
fuck?
fucking. He just shit on my hand? He just shit on my hand, dog. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh my god. Fucking, do you see this? You shit on my fucking hand. Are you serious?
Here's a little more.
Oh, you serious? You just
Oh
made me
god,
go
the
get some
reactions
other
is
shit,
so
my
fucking
friend.
funny.
Go grab the Bible, man.
He said
You know
21 is
what?
under, you
You know
stupid
what?
ass.
I'll be back.
Bang!
You better not be that salt when I get back. You
Oh
fucking
god.
better. You better not be. Hey, I will be back. I will definitely be back, my friend.
He lost his shit. Oh god, my sides hurt right now. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, another victim. uh,
You
oh
need some
god.
toilet paper, man?
Yeah, man. You need some of that. I'm out over here.
I got
I
you.
hate
Just
the
reach in your knees,
translation.
bro.
This is like weird, weird.
Here we go, bro. You ready?
What? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Bring your ass up the stall, bitch.
I ain't
Right now. Up the stall. I ain't fucking with you.
fucking with you.
Your ass.
What do you have for my ass, bro?
Even the translations is so fucking funny.
You know my stall?
No.
You know my stall. I'm climbing underneath this bitch.
Damn, you coming underneath? I'm gonna have to like kick you. What the fuck?
Holy shit, dude. That is like so big. Big Nutella.
Don't put no toilet paper in this bitch, man.
No one throwing water on the toilet.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Not yet. Just give me the prank.
Yeah.
Give me the prank video. I will react on that.
Yeah, man. I got some.
Get some, bro.
I got you, bro. Here we go, man. You ready? Alright.
Sorry, I'm laughing right now.
Bro.
Bro. His reaction is
What?
like, bro.
I know you playing with me, man.
Playing with you what?
Man, bro, I know you ain't wipe your nasty ass hands on me, bro.
What do you mean?
I know you ain't wipe your nasty ass hands on me, bro. Look.
Oh my.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Bro, you just squirted everywhere, man.
He's fucked, dude. He was. Oh! See, this is why I don't. I want to try, but I don't really want to try because this will happen to me in public toilets.
Bring your ass out, man.
Wait, Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be waiting outside.
I'm gonna be here all night.
He's fucked. He's fucked. I like it. I like it.
Oh my god. Bro.
Of course, he's just
I
like.
don't know if I should wait here all day.
Of course, he just like
Alright,
scoop
guys.
a big ass load of Nutella. He just like smack it on someone's
Right.
hand.
Oh. Oh.
Holy shit! He's just waiting outside, you know.
I'm gonna be here all day. Leave a like. Comment below if you want.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get his ass kicked. Do you see the shit?
Dude, it's Nutella.
Oh god, they're like really angry that oh it's Nutella. It's just like you wipe a shit on my head, dude. It's oh god, my sides hurt right now. Hi back, I mean hi walk. I love this shit. I mean, I love this prank. Sorry. Okay, this is the one that I really like. You missed the funniest part. This is way funnier. This is the way. This is one of the funniest shit I've ever watched. Okay, okay. Come here.
What?
Shit everywhere.
What do you mean?
On my hand.
What up, guys? My name is Ken, and today we're gonna be wiping shit on people. If you want to see an all-girl edition, make sure to leave a like. If this gets 10,000
Oh,
likes
God.
or 100 shares, I'll do
I'm
another
going to
one.
open the
Make sure to
caption
subscribe if
because
you
it's
haven't. We've been
really
posting
fun.
a new video every single day. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, okay, okay. Watch this, guys. Watch
You have
this.
any toilet paper, man? I ran out. Yo, bro. Yo, you have any toilet paper, man?
Talking to me?
Yeah, dude, I ran out of toilet paper, man. Just a little bit.
A little bit? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Watch this part.
Not enough?
Yeah, that's enough, man.
Boom!
What's wrong? What happened?
It's
What happened, dude?
oh god, my
What do you mean?
yes,
happened?
that one. It's just reaction.
Come here.
Dude, I ate a lot of pepper, man.
Oh god, I really love.
My stomach hurts bad, bro.
He's having like
You just watch it off,
a
dude.
spiritual experience, having the Nutella wipe on his hands.
What happened?
He's crying.
Did you wash it off, dude?
Actually, it's a spiritual experience having a shit
Yeah, what up?
wipe on his hand.
What's up?
Okay? I'm describing what happened right now.
I'm a pacifist, dude. What happened? I ate too
Oh,
much toilet paper, man.
he's screwed. What a fight? What the fuck, dude?
Man,
You
I'll make weather
shouldn't
with the
say
rats
that.
just to knock you out, dude.
It's just like also provoking a fight, too.
And I'm gonna stay in, dude. I ain't pulling out, dude. Hey, yo, buddy. Yo, can you tell me some toilet paper?
I
No.
love the first guy, you know.
Yo, some
His
toilet paper,
reaction
man.
like, ah!
Just a little bit, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy.
Ooh!
What?
Bro,
What?
shit everywhere.
What do you mean? On my hand. What do you mean? Well, show me.
Kill you.
What happened?
Shit.
It's just like part two. Part two.
Yo, cool it, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan!
It up.
Michael Jordan. Cool it, Michael Jordan.
Your feet.
Sorry, I
Someone
cannot
alive,
even
dude.
like stop laughing right now.
Okay, buddy?
Fuck you.
You never had a girl do that, bro?
What?
You never had a girl do that, bro?
Hell no.
You gotta experiment.
Yeah, he's like into a scat, you know.
Are you mad?
Hell yeah.
You see, oh,
Hell yes.
oh,
I love the reaction.
did you see, oh? Oh.
20 minutes later.
This is the same guy earlier that is like
What's
screaming.
wrong?
Yeah, same. Same.
Dude, I'm like,
Get out of this fucking stone, man.
I'm like, okay, dude, I'm like Pacquiao, man. I'll stay back.
Oh.
Yo, buddy, I need some toilet paper, man.
But
Okay,
what question? I need to pause this. So we're up. So did you experience the same stuff? The similar prank like this? I'm just asking it. Oh god, I'm having like a good laugh right now. I can't even like resist stop laughing because of that first guy. It's just like something. Oh god, I'm just like that is so fucking funny to be honest. That this is one of the best stuff that I've ever watched. Uh, who's the hammer guy? Okay, hold on. I just need to like message someone. Okay, Grass. So someone like did message me Grass. Okay. All right. Done. Okay. I'm just going to continue. Nothing quite like this though. Yeah, but it will be annoying that if someone like what you call this on the first video just throw Nutella everywhere, you would get mad because somebody did this shit. Oh god. Sorry. Actually, this is so fucking funny video what
Can you
I've
give me
ever
some
seen
toilet paper,
right now.
man? You ready?
I usually don't do this shit.
I usually don't do
You need to
shit.
do it? I appreciate it, dude.
Yo, 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 yo.
Hey, listen, you shitty bitch. I'm about to kill you when I get off this fucking toilet.
Wait, what?
I'm about to kill you when I get off this fucking toilet.
What are you doing?
Tissue back, bitch. Dog, laugh.
Yeah, you can have it right here, man.
What's wrong with you? The fuck everywhere. Oh, I'm faking the fuck out.
For what?
Freaking fuck out.
Fuck you up, bro.
What is that paper on the floor, dude? Did you poop on the floor?
You dead.
What?
You better hope, motherfucker.
Hope what?
That God come and save you from this shitty situation.
I can't even hear you, dude.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to fucking hear me because I'm about to kill your fuck ass when I get out of here.
he pissed off a fucking gangster. Gangster, I mean.
Nobody needs to hear this.
Actually, the one,
Fucked up.
the funniest comment he said, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit,
God,
man.
that
I
is
ate some
so-
really
that-
strong peppers, dude.
That is so fucking funny side comment that I've ever heard.
You gonna sue me?
Soon. We fucked up. I'm torn. I don't want to use public bathrooms no motherfucking more.
You never gonna use public bathrooms anymore?
Listen, man. Listen. You supposed to be dead yesterday. Man, listen, man.
What kind of threat is that?
Some toilet paper and $200 and some new clothes.
If I don't give you the 200, what will you do?
The only way your life is gonna be spared. And I gotta fuck your bitch.
Wait, what?
Fuck your bitch. Too.
What do you mean, dude?
That's how that go. I need interest for this.
Carly's not gonna like that, dude.
I'm not gonna make her like it either. I'm fuck.
What?
What the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy is also interesting is because he's kind of like a little bit, way weird, way crazy than the first ones.
Yo, broski. Yo, broski.
He has like
Yo, bro.
coconuts or something.
Coconut guy. Do you have any toilet paper, man, I could borrow? If that helps me get the... Yeah, it's me, man. Throw me some toilet paper when you can, bro.
He's like pretending as Hermano. But actually, I think this guy has schizophrenia or something.
Yo, bro.
But to be honest, I'm not like this, okay? The guy like that.
Throw me some toilet paper when you can, dude.
My mental use is more of
I
a
appreciate
delusions.
Bro. Eat. Oh, yo, I appreciate it, dude.
What the fuck?
I appreciate it, dude.
He doesn't even notice the shit. He's just like savoring the moment that he does touch
I
fake
appreciate it,
shit.
dude.
I bet you gave me something good to eat.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he just realized. He just realized that he has a shit on the last moment.
Dude, what do you do, man?
Oh god. Oh god, he's really mad.
Dude, are you drinking, man? Are you mad, bro?
Oh god. Oh. Um, I think he's high. He's more of a high. Uh,
It's proof.
ah,
He's on drugs.
he's on drugs. Yep. He just realized that
Oh,
he said power, power, something like that.
yo, guys. What the fuck is going on? If you guys like that, drop a like.
Sure. Have a good day. Have a good day, Warhawk. Okay, sorry. Because I can't even hear my sound, so I don't know what I'm saying most of the time. Thank you for visiting, Warhawk. Okay, I do appreciate that. Okay, so let's go back to my room. What do you want to discuss, by the way? Uh, the Emperor, because I might start working after next few minutes. I do appreciate that we are having fun right now. We are laughing. I hope that we can do it someday. Uh, uh, God. I'm really having a fun time right now. Excuse me. I'm really having a freaking good time. That is so fucking funny. Uh, I cannot even like freaking breathe. Okay, so yeah, what do you want to discuss, by the way? Sure. Uh, well, that is like really one of the funniest moments that I've ever seen in my life. That is like really fucking funny. Uh, and the way that the guy screamed earlier, something like that. Oh god, that is like really hilarious for me. Uh, I cannot even like fucking breathe right now because of the shit. Uh, I'm just wait. I need to like, have a breather right now. Okay. Woo. Woo. All right. So you know what? I'm just going to open the music because by 10:50 Spotify. My teacher said that marrying relatives or far away relatives. Let me see. Hold on. My Spotify is like loading way too slowly. Okay. Relative, and if we suffer the gene problems, then the child will suffer. So marrying the person with bloodline less. Yep. Okay. I want to expand what you said. Is that then the person will not be carrying the same genetic problem, so the child will be okay. I will expand on that. I think my teacher did discuss that. Also, I did like research about it because I got interested with royal families, right? You know, the princess, the what do you call this? It's not only the princesses, but also it's the what do you call this? Queens and kings, right? And prince. So basically, if you're like going to like marry, it's not really marrying, okay? Not marry, but having an intercourse with your relatives, or let's say, in worst case scenario, like a sister or something like that. Um, Yeah, the kid will get a genetic defect. I mean, sure, you won't get anything at all, but the child will be, and it depends on the generation. So basically, the child, example, the first generation child you got, okay, basically doesn't have a defect, but the next one will have one. And okay, actually, you don't need to, but you can just like say intercourse. Don't say it in a crude word, okay? Because I don't really want to like get accidentally TOS. So okay, let's say intercourse. So this is why the royal families in Victorian era, or let's say on the British, Dutch, or let's say French, they have like hemophilia or other defects because they're encouraging um, what they call this interrelative marriages so that to preserve the bloodline. But scientifically, it's not recommended because first of all, they can get something like genetic defects. Like there's like lots of genetic defects. Like actually, Down syndrome doesn't count as one. It's more of really dangerous ones like hemophilia, um, intellectual disabilities. I forgot the name, but if you're like going to look at the faces of the prince and princesses, they look really weird. Uh, because it's yeah, it's kind of like inbreeding, okay? And to be honest, even in the ancient times, it's kind of common, even on peasants. I think like ancient times or medieval is because first of all, we are tribal people. We came from okay. I'm going to expand this. We're tribal people, so basically, exactly, fertility rate decreases. That also counts as a defect too. Okay, I'm going to like, expand on this. So in ancient times, we do have like inter relative marriages, okay, and intercourse. So because the people that time is really few, we evolved from a species, you know, like a bacteria or such. So so yeah, we really have few people. I know we are like on different tribes, but still we are like same relatives. Okay, just different just like literally different faction. That's it. So basically, they just like having an intercourse. They have kids, but the problem here is that due to the inbreeding, there is like lots of like health issues that have been inherited from there until now. This is why we have like different diseases that is like genetic. Because of the chip, okay? And I don't know, maybe the reason why I have like health concerns is not about my lifestyle. Is I'm starting to think that my great grandparents have like to have intercourse with the cousin or something. This is why I have this, and also mental illness to count. Okay, mental illnesses can appear out of the inbreeding too. Uh, so this is why it's not really recommended. The reason why we are safe from let's say we are what do you call this inbreeding from ancient times is that our family tree has expanded. Okay, we evolved. Basically, years of evolutions did cancel out the defects. The problem is that the practice still continued somewhere like between somewhere like centuries ago. So yeah, it came back again. That's the problem, and this is why until now some of the people have like genetic defects because of that, and some parents will wonder why their kids are like that, but actually they didn't even like check their family tree or like yeah, the only way to detect that is like check the family tree, and you can like research it on the Google if you're like great grandfather, great grandmother is like one of the famous people that has like a scandal of breeding. Okay, so yep. I just like expanded your question or let's say discussion. So anything more? We have like a few 4 minutes left before we rate someone right now. Another thing, reason why is that actually the reason why um, interrelative marriage is discouraged is because of that. It should be that. It's not about the religious point of view because first of all, even in our let's say no offense, but I need to like bring this up. Uh, even on our ancient books, is that it's somehow like somehow a little bit encouraged, but on scientific view, it's really discouraged because first of all, the kid might have a problem in the future, and it's kind of inhumane if you're going to continue that shit. So basically, in other countries until now, they're like still continuing that same shit. And I know it's kind of meme, but yeah, they still continue doing that. But right now, example, royal family is a little bit lax right now is because first of all, we do have advances in scientific knowledges and medicine, so they're like nah, I'm not going to like marry someone who is like not relative anymore because it will cause some genetic issues to the kid. So if you're like going to look at the prince of the England, I forgot his name, Prince Harry or something like that. What's his name again? So yeah, he married an outsider, so it's kind of safe to assume that the kid will not have a defect that much. Wait, I would say the defect would be like 2% unless she got like an accident or something while having a birth. Okay, uh, having a baby on the stomach. So yeah, in recent times they are like they stopped doing that royal family, but on other countries like third world or let's say no offense to on the US, but there is like even the US it's still practice. Okay, even in the Philippines, I know some of the tribes do still do that. It's because yeah, it's tradition. The problem with that, if you're like following the fucking tradition, it's useless and hazardous. Um, okay, so I'm just like stating the facts right now. Okay, no offense on that. Okay, so do you have any more questions, guys? Good thing that you brought it up. You brought it up. Actually, I really like the thing that you brought up right now. And I'm telling you that royal family doesn't do that anymore because Herbs, hi Herbs. We're just discussing about the inter-relative conversation, and damn, you missed the funniest part earlier because I'm watching prankster that wiping Nutella on someone's hand. That is like wiping shit on someone's hand. Actually, Herbs. That is like really so fucking funny, and the guy shouted that ah because he's just like he has like shit on the hand, you know. Also, I just like reacted and gave some commentary on the infographics earlier, and I will go now because I might need to like start my work. So yeah, Emperor. Any more questions, guys? Because yeah, I need to get ready for my job right now, and we will raid someone that is like really an awesome person. So if there is nothing, I would like to announce that this week, okay, guys, before you go, I need to like pause this first because the music is distracting me. So I need to like lower the volume for a moment. Okay, so the reason, guys, by the way, within this week, I'm not sure if I can like follow the schedule. I need to announce it ahead because the problem here is that we have a new client and we need to like have we might have like a meeting discussion by afternoon, which is like midnight on your end, guys. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stream Fallout, okay? But if there is like I'm if I don't need to like attend or let's say I can finish it quickly. I can like the stream, okay? For now, just to like make it up to you guys, if in case that I miss that, we can have a movie time. We can watch some Ozzy and Ricks, or let's say, you know, the anime about cells earlier, okay? Um, Also next week, I'm planning to like break up my schedule for like one Wednesday or one Monday, and to day off stream on my end because it's that just like this week and next week is that I want to like focus on more on modding. Okay, I want to mod my Fallout Stalker way more. I kind of like neglected it and it has like bugs earlier. I tested it out by yesterday and I need to fix that shit before I stream. Okay, so please understand that it's not about the viewers. It's not about the I'm not famous. No, it's not. It's not that the reason why I want to like lessen the stream. I want to like focus on other things first before I do streaming because I want to have a quality stream instead of like sloppy stream. The game crashes and all of that shit. Okay, so please forgive me if I cannot stream much more. It's because I'm kind of like busy and I don't have much time. Okay, I'm trying my best to like stream sometimes. So yeah, let's see who we can raid. So if you guys have recommendation right now, it would be really great. I would love to have that, guys. So yeah, sorry Herbs. I hope that you're well, and I need to like go right now because my shift will start. So if there is nothing, I'm just going to hand you over to Kyrie. Okay? She, yeah, she's like playing Fortnite. Actually, there's like Rihanna. Someone is like playing. You know what? I'm going to like give you to Mister Miss Frey. Nope, nope, nope. How to do that? So do give him a love and etc. Because we will rate him right now and see you guys somewhere like Friday EST if I'm done with my work. Okay. So bye now, guys, and take care. And I love you guys. Thank you for visiting me.